On my Stabicraft 2570, I'm running top of the range gear from bow to stern, and same goes for my batteries. I'm running quite a few batteries on this boat, and of course I'm running the Exide Stowaway because I've got to have good gear. I'm just going to run you through those. We're going to start with my start batteries. Now, the Exide Stowaway start batteries are delivering me 830 cold crank amps. So just a flick of the key and it sparks the E-TECs into life. And I've just got them mounted in here. Now I've got two start batteries, so I've got one battery for each engine. They've got their own sort of charging system, so I'm hardly ever going to eat into the reserve cap, which I might point out is a 180 minutes of reserve there. So you might want to compare that next time you're getting a start battery, because not all batteries are created equal. And this big guy here, this is also an Exide Stowaway. This is one of my house batteries. It's a deep cycle battery. It's got a massive reserve cap of 200 minutes and an amp hour rating of 120 amps over 20 hours. So that needs to be big because I've got so much gear on this boat. I've got tuna tubes, live bait tanks, spotlights, ocean LED underwaters. I've got all the hella lighting all the way around the boat. Furuno unit, which is got a radar. It's cranking out a 2 kilowatt transducer. So there's all that draw, and because of the size of the batteries, I'm not really having to get a whole lot of charging during the day, because you've got to keep that in mind that quite often when you're drift fishing, anchored up, or even just moving around at low revs, trolling speeds, you're quite often not getting a lot of charge into your batteries. And I've got another one of these batteries up the front. Now I've got the front battery, which is exactly the same as this guy here, another big one, hooked up to a solar panel, so it's constantly getting a trickle charge. You know, that helps maintain the batteries, but also that front battery, I've got just my Furuno plotter running off of that, and I've got the VHF radio. So it all turns pear-shaped. In an emergency, I'm always going to be able to find out where my position is and be able to get a call out. Because I'm running dual outboards, and each outboard's got a dual charging system, each battery is getting its own charge, so it does keep them topped up. But if worst comes to worst, I can just flick a switch and I can parallel the batteries, so I can always get my engine started as well and use any of the batteries to get charge onto the engines and get them started up. And it's really quite a straightforward system. The main thing there is that I've got decent quality batteries, and they haven't let me down, because when you're out at sea, it's not like you can just wave someone down and get a jump start. So I've gone for Exide Stowaway. They haven't let me down, and perhaps you should check them out too.